now we're live. Hello, Internet. You can see us, you can hear us. I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but here we fucking are. What am I doing? Oh, that's what I'm doing. Hey, we're here to play some Forbidden Lands. Land that is quite forbidden. So we're going to play in it. I don't know. It's been a while since we last played. So let's do some introductions. Who am I? I'm Chuck. You're on the channel. Good job. That's all you need to know about me. But let's kick it over to Adam.
Hello, I'm Adam, and I'm playing Huxley, the young orc sorcerer. And we'll just go with what Chuck posted in the chat. It's our website. Go there, and if you like playing Swinehander, we did create a new ancestry for it. If you want to be something that was created by one of the Chaos Princes, you can play as one of those. So check it out. We hope you like it.
Very cool. And Captain, thanks for those bits. Captain bought everyone. Is the stream frozen?
One willpower.
One willpower.
One willpower.
It's still going on my end.
It's
On
okay
willpower.
for me.
It's okay.
Okay, it just locked up for me.
It's okay for Calico.
There, it's back. Cool. It was me. Where are we at? Yes, that was Adam. Next is Jake.
Well, I'm Jake. I'm with the Defenders of Kobold, and I will be playing a pyromaniacal goblin named Osborne, and he has a hog named Bob.
There we go. Underneath Jake, there's Dan.
Hey everybody, Dan with the Defenders, and I'm playing Steely Dan, who doesn't steal anything.
And he has a fake foot.
Yes, maybe that's why I'm Steely Dan. Steely
Maybe.
Foot Dan.
Steely Foot Dan. Steely Foot Dan and the Steely Foot Band.
There it is.
I don't know if it would be the Steely Foot Dan. I feel like that'd be stepping on Jeff's toes. Speaking of Jeff,
I definitely don't want him to step on my toes if he's got like a big old gold foot, like that would be heavy. It would hurt. So don't do that, Dan. But I'm Jeff. Twitch.tv/thelollygaggers. We play games. Later today, we're starting Blades in the Dark. So at like 6 Central, about 2 hours, I think, ish, maybe 3 after we end Forbidden Lands. Come over, watch us completely butcher every rule that exists in that game because I still don't understand it. But other than that, today I am playing Waits, who is a dwarven minstrel of some age with no beard, fairly slender, cold, cutting, piercing blue eyes that gets right to your soul, who enjoys death. He's in his Johnny Cash Man in Black phase of life, where he's just wearing black all the time, and he's just longing for the sweet embrace of death. So Waits, but he's happy about it. It's not like sad.
cool. Let's see. Next is Melissa.
Melissa, also with Adventures in Lollygagging. You can check our stuff out on YouTube as well. In this game, I play Bellari, the halfling druid. I'm full up on willpower, so I'm excited to see what druidy kinds of things that I might do. And I realize that I have to pick a new pride, I think.
I think that's right. I just realized I'm missing something from the channel. Give me a second. Just a moment. New prides. And sadly, Jen is under the weather, so she won't be able to join us today. But Jen does stream over on her channel, Pixel Prowler. Yeah, I got a link, so go check out Jen. Give Jen some support. There we go. I fixed it. I got you, Jeff.
Nice.
I'm so happy that this has become a thing that everyone knows.
Everyone knows.
That's why we don't play board games anymore, because all Melissa does is cheat on them.
Sure.
Board games have been ruined since.
Uh-huh.
It's true. It's true.
True.
I don't
Even the
know.
co-op ones.
If y'all ever visited, I would put up with the cheating just to see y'all and play a board game with you.
That's very sweet.
Yeah, I agree with that.
That just means
True.
that when we go to Adam's house, we have free reign to cheat.
Yeah.
I think that's what I heard. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
Yeah.
That's exactly how I took it.
Recorded for posterity.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna bring my own Monopoly money.
I was going to say we're playing Monopoly. Like, oh, look at that! I drew the gun card. Yeah, we're playing Forbidden Lands. There's been a lot of stuff going on. You all have been gathering the rubies for the crown standing guys. In fact, you've got all of them except for one. And this one you did have in your possession for a little while. And then you handed it off to the Red Runners because they wanted it and they were going to keep it safe. But you also kind of learned, through your travels that maybe the Red Runners want to collect everything. So that way they can get rid of everyone who's not an elf out of the Forbidden Lands, which is not so cool. So yeah, but your quest to gather the last gem has you attempting to meet back up with the Red Runners, and they told you to meet them in Pelagia a long while ago. And that's what we've been doing the past few sessions, is slowly traveling to Pelagia. We are 1 hex away, because I wanted to make sure you all get that XP. So let's do 1 hex worth of travel before we make it there.
Oh boy. I'm gonna go ahead and get that scouting roll in for us here then.
Go.
Sorry, 1 second. I'm slacking.
Oh,
Oh, that's kind of neat. Okay.
yeah. If
The-
you
the
click
dice
on it,
roller is different.
it's very different.
Yeah.
If you click on it, it tells you where your dice came from. And if you are attacking, it tells you how much damage you deal. And if you push it, it tells you how much damage you take if you get some ones on there. And it also automatically applies that. So the new Forbidden Lands module, they did some work. Okay, yeah, we got successes on both our scouting and lead the way, which means that you all make it through successfully, and you're not taken unawares by anything. But I will tell you, as you're moving through this last section of land before you get to Pelagia, off on a low hill in the distance, you all see this with plenty of time. It looks like there's a building there, kind of a 1-story large building constructed out of heavy timbers, logs, and it's got a big sign on the front of it. Now this thing looks weather-worn, dilapidated. The clay shingles that were on the roof have mostly all, fallen off with weather. The sign that's on the front of it looks like it might have been brightly painted at one point, but it's dulled out with age and exposure, and it's hanging only by one chain. And you can see it says the Bloody Wheel on this sign. Looks like maybe it was like a tavern or an inn, maybe a trading post of some kind. But you see it looks long abandoned, but it's on your way. You're welcome to investigate, or you can just walk on by.
Gee, there's this suspicious looking building. I wonder what's inside.
We do have a long journey ahead, and wetting the old whistle might not be a bad idea.
Yeah.
Not a terrible idea. Okay. So you all approach. As you get closer, you can see that the windows are all shuttered. It's got this big double door on the front of it that stands open a little bit. You don't see any signs of light inside. You don't see any smoke coming off the chimney. Yeah, what do you want to do?
So is the door actually like attached and shut?
Yeah, it's attached. It's not closed all the way.
Guess we could just knock on the door.
Yeah. Is there like you said it's called the Bloody Wheel?
Yeah.
Is there like an image for that?
I don't have a picture to show you, but on the sign that's hanging, like it's this curved text over the top of like this wagon wheel, and you can see that the bottom portion of the wheel is got like this red paint along the the actual wheel part, in some of the spokes, giving the illusion that like it ran over something.
What kind of sick individual names their establishment after like running over people, like hit and runs. I got a bad feeling about this one, Dan.
Maybe that's
Got a
how they
bad
get their
feeling.
meat.
Roadkill.
Just roadkill.
Well, we can always go and see if they're genuinely getting their meals that way, or if it's a bit of gallows humor.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, if they are getting their meals that way, as long as it's cooked, makes no difference to me.
I mean, if they're even in business. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, it is looking pretty beat up there.
Maybe it's out of business because marketing was a bit difficult. Let's just go take a peek, I suppose.
It wouldn't hurt.
So I'll say you all head in. I will activate.
the trap card. No.
You've
Damn
activated
it, I knew it.
my trap card.
I got the strange feeling I've been here before.
It's dark inside. You can see that there's tables in the main section of the floor. There's a large bar to the left of you. And to the right, it looks like what might have been a buffet at one point. The food, it's still piled with food, but it's long, rotten, turned to just gray mass of mold and maggots.
Gross.
Hello?
You call out. Why don't you give me a test? Why don't you just give me a scouting test? See if you hear anything respond back. No? Do you want to push that?
Place is empty.
Yeah.
No.
Are these like little candle holders
Yeah.
on the table?
Yep. They're
Are
all
there actually candles in them?
They're candles in them, covered in dust. All of them looks like, they had seen some use at some point. But yeah, there's candles there. You could light them.
I'll light
any,
them, and I'll bust ahead to start lighting up some candles.
Do we see any signs of like wildlife in here? If there's like a bunch of rotten food, do we see like rats or like, I don't know, coyotes or something?
No, not initially. You don't see any signs of current wildlife. If you wanted to do like a appropriate test, I'm gonna look at Jake's sheet. Maybe a survival test, I think.
And if I recall, these are the windows over here. Can we like open these up?
Yeah. You can open them up.
Oh, they don't let light in though. Oh well.
Yeah, I don't have that programmed. I'll tell you what I can do. I can just put a light right here. And look.
Ooh.
So fancy.
I feel
I
very
got-
spoiled right now.
One success on my survival test.
So yeah, if you start looking around, especially like the buffet area, you can see that there are signs that there were animals at one point. There's some droppings on the tables and grounds. Looks like definitely there were rats, some larger stuff, maybe raccoons, coyotes of some form.
Anybody a little worried that there's this huge buffet of food and it was just left here? It's one thing to go out of business, another thing to have like food on the table when you do.
Perhaps something traumatic happened.
Yeah. That's what I'm worried about.
On that note, Bellari would like to go hunting for blood. Like
Oh.
it's as advertised. So is there actually some to be seen?
No, there's no signs of blood. Dan, I did activate that torchlight module. So
Yep.
you can right click and you can turn on your torch if you're activating a torch.
I did. I already did.
Nice. Yeah, that's a module you might look at, Jeff. So if you right click on your token, there's the 3 buttons over there. Let you.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Definitely should try that out. for some of our games.
Yeah, no sign of blood though. There's no sign of conflict or anything. As you're kind of looking around, it does look like the shelves behind the bar are still stocked.
Stocked with what? Like
Liquor. All sorts of green and brown and clear bottles. There's wine. There's different spirits. Plenty
Hey.
of booze.
Osborne,
Hmm.
there's plenty of fuel over here for you.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll go check that out over there.
I grab
Sending my
any.
way.
How many bottles of wine are there?
Let's find out.
Because that's what I would really be interested in.
You find 19 bottles of wine.
Oh
Nice
my
roll.
god.
There's none of it looks real like high quality, but I mean, there's a variety. There's some whites, there's some reds. Some of it's elven make, some human. You see a couple of very stout, octagonal looking bottles that look to be of dwarven make.
Well, then, maybe this place isn't so bad after all, you know. I go looking around the back
Sure.
a bit, see if there's any other rooms or.
Yeah. So,
Like cellar or something.
yeah, where you're at, Wait, you can see there's a hallway that kind of extends down the back. You can see one door right off the bat, and then off to the left of you, there's another door. Now, Bellari, as you move up, there's a door that looks like it opens up into like a kitchen back behind the bar, and that door was open when you came in.
I will push through.
Okay. Let's see. My music's very quiet. Or is it just not
Doing
playing?
that thing that we do real well. Splitting the party.
As you
More
do.
dramatic that way.
Did I mute that tab? I didn't. Oh, no. Yeah, as you move back into the kitchen, you can see it's kind of the same thing. You can see that it looks like maybe there was meals in the process of being cooked. So there's still food on this long stove setup, these wood burning stoves. There's kind of a prep area with, same thing, rotten old food still on it. Huxley and Waits, as you kind of move to that back hallway, you can see there's two doors along the right, one door on the left, kind of way back there, and at the end of the hallway, there's another door. It looks like it might be a door leading outside.
Gonna open up some of these windows over here. Get some fresh air in.
Sure, let me
If
drop
you don't
the
need to
light.
worry about putting light on them if
No,
you don't want to.
I'm doing it. Lights.
I think Waits is just going to be listening for any activity back here, seeing if we can hear anything.
So, and I'll tell you right off the bat, Steely Dan and Bellari in that kitchen, you hear something shift in a back room. And as you kind of like walk past it, you can see it looks like there's someone walking around back there. And Waits and Huxley, as you start kind of moving down this back hallway, listening, you also hear it sounds like movement of some kind, like maybe a small clatter of something being dropped coming out of this back room on the right.
I think we got something.
You hear that, Huxley?
I do. I didn't hear nothing before, but I do now. You want me to go say hi?
Right, do we?
All right, I'll go say hello.
Let's say hi. Let's go say hi.
Okay.
I go and I open the door.
You
Just be
open the
squatters.
door, and there is an armed skeleton standing in the bathroom. And as you open the door, it turns and looks
Close the
at
door.
you. Yeah, rusty short sword in hand. Do you close the door?
No, I'm going to control it.
Oh, okay. Please do.
Yeah, I got to look at the spell. Sorry.
Get to work cleaning all this
Yes.
crap up, will you?
It's
Jeez.
been a while.
How are we gonna ever run a bar if it looks like this?
Let's see here. Talent. I know it's raise the dead, but you can. Oh, yeah, because they changed things. I don't know where the description is.
Go to your
I can
talents.
pull out the book. Yeah.
Talents. Path of the Dead.
Oh, where did I put the book?
I got it in chat there. Nope, that's Path of Blood.
I think
Where's
death
the
is above it, though.
Oh, speak the.
Ah, okay.
Oh, that just lets you cast spells. I see. Speak dead, raise dead. There it is.
Can
So
also be
it's-
used to take control of restless dead. They got to be restless dead. So I don't know if they're like beings that have died but are still walking about, unaware of the fact that they are dead.
Chuck,
Only. Yeah,
this is a bathroom, you said?
yeah.
There's a skeleton. Skeleton taking a shit? Because I don't
Whatever.
understand.
You lean in and take a quick peek, and you see a small pile of bones in the toilet.
God.
What's going on? Oh my god, I love it. All right, so yeah, I would let's see here. So I could just cast it and it would last for a quarter day. I think that's all the time we'll need with this.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know if it's aware or not of if it's dead, so I'm just gonna do it anyway and we'll find out, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with power level 2.
Okay.
And then where's the button for spells now? There should be a button to roll for.
That's a great question.
I can always just roll 2d6.
Oh, if you just click on the name of the spell in your talents tab.
There it is. Okay, power level. I'm trying to figure out how to change that. Ah, there we go. Okay.
So you rolled a
Okay.
5 and a 2.
Mhm.
That's just to see if something bad happens, isn't it?
Yeah, a mishap. Yeah.
So yeah, no mishaps. Or
Or if I rolled a 6, then it would increase the power level. But
oh,
yeah, it's still power level 2.
okay. You see this skeleton kind of, you cast your spell, your magical energies wash over, and you see it kind of like straighten up, and it kind of like twitches for a second, and then relaxes, and you can feel your control settle over it.
What is it holding? Anything?
Rusty short sword.
I'll hold out my hand, and I'll say, "You can give that here."
Yeah, it freely hands over the sword.
And I hold out my hand to it, and I say, "You're in a safe place now." Like I'm holding out my hand to it.
It reaches out, and its mouth moves. You can hear its teeth kind of clatter as it connects, like it's speaking.
Trying to
but
talk.
yeah, and it
Yeah.
takes your hand.
And I'll put my hand very gently on its shoulder blade, and I'll say, "You think you could write?" And I'll nod my head up and down, yes or no.
I'll tell you what, it'll say yes. That sounds fine.
All right. I'd like to hear your story and see why you're still here and why you're not at rest. And I'll lead it out towards the main area so I can get out like some stuff to write with.
Sure, I've gone ahead and moved it out to the lead area. As Steely Dan and Valari,
I got one to deal with still.
a skeleton steps out of the room, short sword in hand. Yeah, actually, this one's got a big old broadsword.
Oh no.
And it looks like it intends to do harm.
The feeling's mutual.
So, question.
Yeah.
So I have primal soul, which awakens primal emotions in the minds of others.
Yeah.
Do we say the skeleton has a mind?
Well, yeah, because I mean, if not, I don't think Adam's spell would have worked. So yeah.
All right, then. I will cast a spell over in this room.
Oh, okay.
This is how I got to look like a golden retriever last time, so we'll see what happens when
Best
I do
of
it this
luck.
time. So I want to do. Let's see. Rage, laziness, timidity. I just want to do sleepy.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Yes,
cast.
Karayan, I forever look like a golden retriever.
Yeah. She's got long, kind of shaggy blonde hair, golden retriever ears. Yeah.
So I'm going to, and it's just. Yeah, it's basic power level because I'm not trying to do a whole large group of folks. So
I will say real quick, you wouldn't probably have line of sight, but Steely Dan, you do see there's another one behind it as well.
Oh. So we got the busy room. I
So yeah,
guess.
but Bellari, you only see the one right.
okay. The smallest I can do is a power level 2, which is a small crowd.
It would probably hit both of them then.
But it's totally up to you if you want to not
Go for
call
it.
it for the second one.
Power level 1.
Sorry, it needs to be.
You just want to roll it again? That'll give us our second D6.
Sorry.
It's okay. Okay, yeah. Power level 2. Leapy.
And
With
then what do I
Yeah.
need to roll again to make sure that it doesn't backfire?
that's what when you rolled it, it included those, the 2d6, and you got a 3 and a 4. So that should be, unless I'm mistaken. I don't remember how rules work.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Sorry, I haven't
And
had my
neither
power
does
in a while.
Melissa, to be honest.
I know.
She ignores them, does whatever she wants anyway.
I had it and then I forgot.
Oh, my game rules magic sections. Magic.
I realize that they've extended some of like the like your talent set modify your gear for like having.
Okay,
a
so I
D8.
rolled it. I got a
So
3 and a
redoing it
4.
here.
Yeah.
Neither of which was a 1.
Yep.
So I don't have to worry about the mishap.
Yep.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, I'll say both of them. They kind of, you cast your spell, they kind of stop. They stretch a little bit, hand up to the mouth, and their skeleton mouths open wide, and a yawn. And then they'll, gosh, what are they gonna do? They're just gonna start walking out.
Hey guys.
So as Osborne, you're still looting the bar. 2 skeletons walk out of this room, kind of look at you as you are standing there, and they just keep on walking. And they actually go up to 2 tables, and they crawl under the tables and lay down.
And I'll keep
No.
that in mind, and I'll just keep scooping bottles off of the shelves.
I'll yell out, "They're sleepy, don't bother them."
Okay.
So yeah, we can switch back over. Now I will say, as the 3 of you, so Steely Dan, Valari, and Osborne, one of these skeletons had a very nice looking pair of boots they were wearing. You know, the rest of their clothes had either rotted off or were just tattered. But these boots, they look clean. They look good.
Interesting. Maybe we can liberate him of his boots.
That's something you want to do, you can go right ahead. I want to make sure that there aren't any more of these back, and I want to check out this back room.
Yeah, looks like an office. Empty now. Looks just as abandoned as the rest of the building. Waits in Huxley, so if you two follow the skeleton out so you can become pen pals.
So I didn't want to take up any more time with the spell until I got a chance to read it, and I found the book, and with a power level 2, one is to activate it, and then I can spend the second point to do other things.
Okay.
And with the second point, I'm going to make it smarter. The undead gains some of its lost mental capacity in the form of both wits and empathy skills associated with these attributes. All the scorers, they now have their wits and empathy, but it's lowered by 1 from when they were alive.
Okay.
At no lower than 1, the undead can answer questions about its life both before and after death, but it often has an unclear sense of time and can be very forgetful, obeys its maker, and performs slightly more advanced tasks. So,
cool.
For this to even happen, I would have to spend the point on that, I would think.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, I come outside and I have my hand on the shoulder blade of the skeleton still, because I'm trying to show everyone that this isn't a threat. And then I kind of look at the two that lay down under the table, and Huxley looks extremely confused. He goes, "We have a new friend. I'm going to see if we can get a better understanding of what happened to you.
Sure.
But it can't speak.
Well, these ones can't either, so.
I should say they can't speak. And, well, we'll see. And this one says that they can write. So, I go to the table, take out, some quilling paper. I'm pretty sure I have something like that. Well, I don't have it on my character sheet. Whoops.
Uh-oh.
Anybody have anything to write with?
Check behind the bar. Maybe they like a little.
I do have chalk.
Chalk. And there was also Bellari. Well, I don't know if you've made it back, Bellari, but Bellari was checking out that office. And Bellari, you would have seen, writing implements.
I mean,
Yep, I can bring something back.
I'm coming after these booties.
Oh, snap, Captain. That's fantastic. 600 bits. That's a banked reroll. So, Dan, you have to keep track of that.
All right.
Yeah, thanks, Gary. Karayan. Cool. Thank you, Bellari. So we can get to work with understanding why you're here in this position. What's your name?
It takes the quill, and I'll dip in the ink pot, starts writing. My name is Frank.
Hello, Frank. Name's Oxley. And I introduce everyone else.
It kind of looks around and gives little nods at people.
Do you remember what happened to you? And why you're still in this state?
It'll write, it's gonna write no. It was at the battle, and after, wanted a drink, so came back to my favorite bar.
What battle was that?
He would say it was the battle at Fallender.
So you were victorious?
I don't know.
Well, at least you survived it.
Yeah,
But,
got knocked off my horse. Woke up. Came here.
Do you think you were dead when you woke up?
I don't know.
All right. Well, at times, from what I know, when somebody's still here after being dead, there's something that they need to do still. Is there anything left unfinished? Any business that you need help with?
It looks kind of puzzled at things for a little bit. No, just wanted to get a drink with my friends.
Your friends are here. They're sleepy. At least I think that's your friends. Perhaps we can facilitate this.
Okay. We've slept off many a drunken nights under these tables.
Well, there's plenty of liquor here. I imagine it'll run right through you. And I kind of smirk.
It kind of gives a nod, like, okay.
All right, let's have a round of drinks. Do you want to wake them up? You think you could talk them into drinks, or should I do what I did to you?
Writes down, I can try.
Okay, I'll be ready in case it doesn't work.
You watch
I'm
as
right
this
here too.
skeleton walks up to the one with the boots, kicks it in the foot, walks over to the other one, kicks in the leg. Two skeletons start crawling out. Your buddy Frank waves a hand, gives a signal to drink. The other two nod, and they walk over and take seats at the bar.
All right, so I got lots of wine, but there's other things around here. I mean, whatever your pleasure is, we can figure it out eventually. I may get a bit drunk in the process, but you know.
Is Osborne the bartender today?
Frank walks back over to the paper, writes something down, and hands it to you. And you look, and it says, "Bring me the wine."
All right, so this one looks to be a bit of a dark red, and we've got I open it, smell it. Ugh, white. Okay.
Points at the red.
Okay, so I pour the red.
That's another WP for everyone. Thanks, Captain.
Thanks, Captain. So yeah, I'll pour the red and
Pour them each a
Some-
drink.
old dusty glasses and whatnot. But
They each take their thing, they cheers it together, and they down their drinks. And as they down their drinks, it just spills down the insides of them. And then all three of them collapse into piles of bones around the seats that they were at.
Oh, I guess that's all they needed to do.
right, you know,
That was kind of a peaceable way to let them pass.
well, normally this school of magic is used for very nefarious deeds. I hate it. I do.
Oh,
Can you believe
My-
they just spilled that wine all over the floor? For God's sake! And I'm going to start dumping some wine on the bar.
I'll probably take a look at those boots, I guess, now.
Yeah. You pull the boots, you shake all the bones out. And very nice looking leather boots. Almost seems to have like a real sticky kind of residue along the bottom, but it doesn't wipe off.
Huh. Anybody feel particularly strongly about these? They might look nice on my metal boot.
Go ahead.
Finders keepers, man.
They're a bit big for me.
Okay. You put the boots on, feel good, feel like you got a lot of traction.
I can walk up a wall.
Only one way to find out.
Start by making an ass of myself where everybody can see me.
Yeah, you all watch as Steely Dan walks up a wall.
These could be fun.
Hey, so that's interesting. Now, can you walk up wall, or can you also walk across the ceiling? I mean, it's a matter of if you.
Only one way to find out.
Make sure they're tightly tied.
Yeah. I'll make sure they're fitting snug. And I will attempt to walk across the ceiling. Just 1 foot first.
Try to maybe dance on the ceiling.
Oh.
You walk along the ceiling, but as you're walking along the ceiling, you feel the beams of the ceiling, the wood's rotten, and it gives out, and you
Oh.
collapse onto the ground. I'm gonna make just a basic attack against you.
Oh.
Yeah, knocks the wind out of you, but no worse for the wear.
Well, that was fun while it lasted.
I've gone ahead and added those to your inventory.
Okay.
So those boots definitely give wall 1, but I don't know if they give wall 2. We'll find that out.
Yeah. Now, Osborne, as you're behind there, you can still see that the tills are still there behind the bar.
I will set the wine down for now. Or no, actually, I'll uncork a bottle and I'll pour it all over the till, and then I'll try to open the till.
Sure, it's full of coin.
Scoop that up.
You find 28 silver.
God dang, that's a great roll.
So, what are the rest of you doing?
Well, did we finish searching the office?
Yeah. I was gonna check out that other door in the back here. Not the one that goes outside, but there's another door back by the bathroom.
Do they have any,
Go ahead.
do they have any, pickles or pickled eggs or anything behind the bar?
High or low?
Hi.
Yeah, they got a jar of pickled eggs, and they got a jar of pickled pig's feet.
Cool. I will eat the pig's feet.
Okay. The right door or that left door?
The left door. I
Okay.
think, yeah.
Yeah, you can open it up. Looks like it opens up into a storeroom. You can see all sorts of containers, crates, rotted food. Nothing real exciting, but you also you don't see any skeletons in there either.
Okay. I'll just give it a careful once over, see if there's any dry goods or anything that might have survived to be useful.
Yeah, you actually find that these two, out of these 3 barrels, one of them looks like it might have been full of apples, long since gone. But then there's also looks like maybe dried pork that's packed in salt. And there's also, looks like smoke-dried fish that may still be good.
Huh.
You got a barrel of
Okay.
each.
Don't mind if I do. Well, hey, Dan, that's some nice shoes you got there.
I know. Not quite fancy enough to dance on the ceiling. At least not in this place.
Well, don't worry. You keep at it. It's a hell of a feeling. Dancing on the ceiling. And then I'll retreat back and I'll check out the other door.
Yeah.
The right door.
Yeah, you open that up, and it looks like it's another bathroom. This one's empty.
Oh, my
Um,
goodness.
Maybe as you move in, you see a rat scurrying around in the toilet bowl, but as you kind of walk in, it dives down.
Yeah. Okay.
Submerged.
I'm looking for is there any graffiti? Maybe names of people or places,
Oh, yeah.
things like that in Malaysia.
Carved
nearby?
into the wall around the toilets. Probably people sitting there carve it in. There's plenty of the standard stuff. Hearts with initials inside of it.
Beautiful.
There's
Oh, good times and carry pigeon too.
I'm looking for 867.
Yeah.
309 maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. No, yeah, there's hearts and everything. There's a little limerick carved into it that says, "Here I sat, same as ever. Took a dump, pulled the lever. Toilet flowed, water spilled. Watch out, world, it's the mother load."
God,
I don't think I said that right, but that's
It's
close.
all right. It's all right.
Good
I'll
enough.
iterate on it a bit. It's just a draft.
I assume there's like some scratches out as they're trying to work it out.
Yeah. And then the final thing you see is, for a good time, send a messenger pigeon to, some lady's name.
I'm gonna lean out and try. Hey, we got any messenger pigeons? Anybody? No.
Oh,
No. Okay.
No,
Never
but
mind.
maybe we'll find some. Maybe we'll find some in here as I go to open this door.
Which door are you at? Oh, yeah, that opens up into the other side of the kitchen.
Oh, okay.
As they're exploring, I'll be dumping some wine onto the buffet tables. They look pretty horrible.
Yeah.
They look like they need some wine.
Mm-hmm.
Just sterilizing the place. It's fine. Everything's fine. Yeah.
Is there anything in this barrel over here in the backside of the kitchen by the office?
That is a very large barrel. It looks like maybe it was mead. You can pour yourself out or just pour some out on the ground. It smells like it's mostly turned to vinegar by this point.
I can probably still use it for some cooking stuff, so I'll
Sure.
take
Yeah.
a bit of vinegar.
Yeah, take a sample. Take a, die size, whatever you need for that. Okay. Anything else anyone wants to check out or take? This is a fairly well-stocked kitchen, so there's a whole slew of cooking instruments, pots, pans, mixing bowls, spatulas, whisks, whatever else would be in a
King implements.
kitchen. Yeah.
I mean, I think I've got everything I wanted and then some.
So we had an incomplete set of spoons and no forks, so I'm going to load up now that
Oh,
we have
yeah.
a full set of implements.
Gonna
got
complete our
A
cutlery.
full set. Okay. Anything else? No?
I mean, I think
No.
I'm good.
I'm gonna start.
Well, yeah.
I'm gonna start gathering the bones of each individual so that they can be buried.
Sure, yeah. You can gather them up, take them outside, spend a little time giving them proper burials.
I hope there's a shovel around here. Otherwise, it's gonna take a long time.
I'll say maybe if you go around out back, there's like a little shed or something, and there's some groundskeeping equipment in there. So yeah, you can find a shovel to dig a grave.
Muscle mage getting to work.
There you go. Okay. Well, if you're all satisfied with this, after the skeletons are busy, you all make your way, finally, to Pelagia. And let me...
After I light the place on fire.
Yeah, that's what I was waiting.
Okay. I should have known it was coming. Let me see. I gotta open something up real quick.
It's for the best, really. I mean, the place is a death trap. I mean, you saw what happened. Ceiling and whatnot. Walls are going to come falling down. Wild animals. Dogs and cats living together. You know what I mean.
Mass hysteria.
Mass hysteria.
Mass hysteria. It's true. It's a good name for a band. Mass hysteria.
Okay.
I wish I could use my Firewalker spell on Osborne.
Man, I wish you could use that too.
Be like, where you can see all its glory. You can just be in the middle of it. But can't do
This
it.
is great.
Watch as it all burns.
Right.
We'll just have to enjoy it from outside.
Yeah.
As we hop over to the Pelagia map,
Oh my.
as you finally approach Pelagia, it consists of these 4 giant stone pillars. You can see there's small temples and banners flying at the top of each pillar. You're approaching off of that trail there, but as you come up, you can see that there's this wall with this big gate. The smell of the seas coming off of the water nearby, such as salt and brine. You can see some people along the beach. Looks like they're wearing like robes of some kind of, religious order. You can see there's a small fishing village, and you can also see it looks like there's a small temple-esque kind of settlement there. Around these big spires, there's different kind of seabirds just circling around them. You can see kind of off to the south, there's grazing fields full of sheep. And there's these 2 giant looking, and I mean giant, hundreds of feet tall, very intricate doors set into one of these giant pillars. But you're on the main road towards the front gate, yeah.
Well, I suppose we'll just get started with the basics and go from there.
Get the lay of the land
Sure.
from there.
As you approach the gate, it is closed. It's this low stone wall, kind of separates outside to the inside kind of temple area. Doesn't really look like it's designed for fortification. There is a rope with a bell that on the end of it that hangs to the right side of the closed gate. But above the gate are some odd symbols, 4 odd symbols. And on a sign next to the rope in the bell are 2 other symbols. Give me a second, I'll show you what they look like. Yep, here we go. I want to show players. To show all.
Huh.
But yeah, you see that next to the bell is the top 2. Looks like the arrow and then the rectangle with the line. And then above the gate are those 4 symbols with the squigglies and the arrows. And the circles you see on each one of those, these are like tiles that you could like take on, and they're hung on pegs. So that's how these tiles are affixed.
Okay. This is like some sort of Konami code or something here.
I was
I'd be
thinking.
able to use my book of knowledge to try and learn anything about what these symbols might mean.
I was thinking
Yeah, if you want to give me a lore test. Or what were you going to say, Huxley?
I was thinking up, left, down, left.
I think I get 2 from my book. Wow.
Do you want to push that?
I don't really want to break my book,
Okay. Yeah,
unfortunately.
you're not sure what these are.
I could give it a shot.
Yeah, if you want to give me a lore.
Are there any other travelers about?
So, in the immediate vicinity, you don't see anyone. You can see that along the beach, I'm not on the right map, along the beach, kind of we'll call it to the left of you. You can see it looks like there's a handful of people, working something on the beach. They've got these pots, these large pots and shovels, and they're loading, looks like maybe clay into these pots.
I had to push it, but I did get one.
Okay, I'll say you recognize these. Maybe you've heard that some sects of elven druids have their own special form of written language, and this might be that.
Well, this is a bit of a language by druids, particularly the elves. And I don't know what it means, but it's their writing.
As long as it doesn't mean like keep out, I think we're okay for now, right?
Well, what I find interesting about it is that there's these pegs and they're movable, but I mean, I don't know anything else beyond that. I mean, there's one way to find out real quick, as I point to the rope.
Are all the tiles within reach, or just the ones by the rope?
The ones above the gate, I want to say they're maybe 8 or 9 feet high. So those of you who might be taller, you might be able to stretch and hop up to grab them, or if you find some way to work together, or if Dan just walks up there.
I could just walk up and get them.
Yeah, you walk up this wall and you can collect these 4 tiles. They're probably 8 inch by 8 inch.
Okay. Well, I'll bring them back down, and then we can have all the pieces and do a bad job at solving puzzle.
Sure. Let's take
You always go talk to them folks by the coast over there.
That's true.
Get a feel for it
That's probably best.
before we go taking stuff down from places. Just saying.
Okay.
So we go and put them back.
No, I mean, if you already took them down, there's no harm, I suppose. And we could say, hey, what do these all mean? We could just ask them about that.
Yeah, I just dropped
Hopefully they don't attack us.
journal marker on the map. Are you all able to open that and see it? Right next to the gate.
I don't see it.
All right, give me a second.
Not yet.
About
No,
now.
okay.
There we go.
There you go. Eight-inch tiles. That could be a really great Nin knockoff band. So what's the plan? I hear Wade saying we should go talk to the people over there.
Sure. I mean, Make
y'all
it
can keep doing this, but I can go talk to him. If someone wants to come with me, we could, what's it say? Split the party or something.
Mm-hmm.
I could talk to folks, put on my charm.
I'll go with you real quick.
Okay.
So as Waits and Steely Dan head over, as you approach, you can see that everyone working over on the beach, their robes or whatever, they're hiked up and kind of tied up. That way they're just above knee height because they're walking around in this kind of mud clay beach. And their hands and their legs are just covered in this stuff. You can see they got maybe some on their face and clothes. And they're just shoveling up this clay into these pots. But you look and you see they're all elves. But as you stop, one of them kind of stands up. Greetings, travelers.
Hello there. Hello there.
Hey,
Mind if we ask you a question or two real quick here?
That would be fine.
So we're just gonna head through those gates there into the town.
Yeah.
There were those symbols and things. Well, they're like tiles, Dan. They're like tiles or something.
mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
And no one stopped us or anything. Is there some kind of code that we need to use or know?
No, you can just head on in. If you head in, To your right, you'll see the barracks. That's free lodging for anyone who wants it. If you're in need of healing, we've got a infirmary a little further in, next to, let me make sure I tell you the right one. Oh my gosh, it's loading so slow. Next to one of the towers, it's the northern cliff. So the northern tower, there's an infirmary. Our dwellings are between the northern and the eastern cliffs. But if you head on around, eventually you'll see the fishing village. There's an inn down there. And if you're looking for work, the fishermen are always looking for people to work their boats.
Fantastic. I gotta ask, like, what are those tiles though? Like,
Should I put them back?
Yeah, don't take those down.
you see, that's what I thought. Yeah, see?
Uh,
Sorry, we're new in the area.
that's the Maha language.
Maha language. Okay.
What does it mean?
I cannot tell you that.
Oh, is there a way for us to like learn the language on, or is it like rite of passage type of thing?
With you, and he points to Steely Dan, if you wanted to join our order, you could be taught, but it will take years and years of dedication and training and studying before we
That's-
teach you the language.
Probably more time than we have right now.
That's fair. I mean, you're welcome to stay as long as you want. Just please don't cause any trouble.
Sure.
Like I
course
said,
not.
if you don't have the coin for a bed in the inn, you're welcome to stay at the barracks.
Hey, another question. That there, those some giant doors back there to the south. Looks like
Pretty
cutting
neat
that.
looking.
Those are pretty spectacular.
Yeah.
What are those for?
Those are the Titan gates. Purely
Titan gates.
decorative, and they bear some relevance to our worship of the land, but nothing you
Sure.
need to worry about.
Like they're not like functional. They don't like
No.
open and like. Oh, okay.
No.
But well, they are spectacular. Whoever made them, like
Yes.
just
Yeah.
it's awe inspiring.
They're quite wonderful. Hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands, of years old.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
That's almost as old as me right there.
Uh,
Okay.
Anyway.
This clay thing you're doing here. What's this all about?
We run a pottery. It's ran by Heaven's White Fire, and they make pottery there, and that's how we produce a lot of the income for our order here.
Well, that's just lovely. Heaven's White. That's wonderful. We'll have to go ahead and take a look, see if there's anything in there that might be useful to us.
Anyway, well met, friend. If you have any other questions, feel free to ask me. I'm Cool Breeze, and you can see as you talk to him, he's actually got some of these symbols stitched onto his robe.
Mm.
And I'll go ahead and show you those. But anyway, Cool Breeze, it's a pleasure to meet you. If you don't mind, I do need to get back to work.
Of course. Thank you so much.
Sure,
Have
sure.
a good rest of your day.
Quite
I
welcome.
will catch up with you some later. I'm sure we got some more questions.
Very well. I live here, so I'll always be around.
Okay. All right. Peace out. Yep. Deuces. Well, that
I
was
guess I'll go
interesting.
put their tiles back up.
Yeah, who would have thought? Who would have thought taking them down was the wrong thing to do?
He got to climb up a wall with his new boots.
I mean,
He
They
did.
were very useful.
it's kind of tempting to use them at least once in a while.
Yeah. Okay, so what's going on?
I guess we'll probably go inside and look around a little bit. I'm hesitant
We'll
to just
convey.
drop that we're looking for the Red Runners right out of the gate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't want to bring that up either yet.
Yeah,
I want to
as
get
you're
inside the walls first.
as you're walking back towards the main gate, Cool Breeze does yell out at a distance, "Make sure you close the gate behind you."
Okay.
Okay. We think we're raised in a barn? Of course, you're going to close the gate behind
Okay.
us. Whatever. Anyway, you caught that you could learn stuff, but I couldn't, apparently. You caught that, right?
I did.
Yeah.
It's kind of rude.
Mhm. It was. That's all right. It's all right. Oh, well.
One of those types of places.
Yeah, some prejudices just die hard, don't they? Okay. No worries. Well, let's let the rest of them know before they start, taking more of them tiles down, get us all killed by a bunch of pottery people.
Okay.
We
Yeah.
will become the pottery. No.
Yeah.
You all meet back up with the group.
Yeah.
We'll convey the layout of the town, the Maha language, Titan gates. They say them gates don't even work. They're just sort of ceremonial and stuff. They've been there for thousands of years or some such. And like, apparently they worship like Titans or something like that. And
Well, I mean,
These
that's purely
tiles.
bullshit then.
I mean, at least that's
there's
what
something
they
in
said,
there.
You know.
I mean, I feel like there's something in there, right?
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
there's gotta
absolutely.
be. Yeah. And then there's these things are like the Maha language. So
Oh, yeah, the Maha language. Yeah.
yeah.
Apparently
Apparently
some sort
Dane.
of, secret language.
Secret
that they teach them.
language. Yeah. That's,
Sure.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. It take years for them to teach Dan.
Absolutely. Yeah. It would take years yeah.
We don't got that time.
They're the Maha boys. They're the ones who let the dogs out.
Oh no.
Dogs around here?
Wait a minute. So these gates don't even work. That's what they're
That's
saying?
what they.
No, I mean
they
the
say.
big ones. The big
Huh.
ones.
The big ones, yeah, in the hill there.
Oh, well, what about this gate?
Oh yeah, we can just go
just
right
open
in.
it.
Make sure we close it though when we get through.
Well, I mean, that's only manners, right?
That's what I said.
Okay. So you all
Let's
head
go
in.
inside.
Yeah. You
Okay.
open the gate, step on in. Yeah. Close the gate behind you. Inside, almost directly to your left there as you walk in, you do see a trail, stone steps leading up the closest tower. And then you also do see the barracks. Long wooden building, door on the front, smoke rising out of the chimney, little outhouse next to it, immediately to your left. And that is where they said you could stay if you don't want to pay for a room at the end. Looking kind of further along inside, you can see the, looks to be some kind of like garden. Further on, you can see the infirmary. And then way at the back, kind of below the northern tower, small collection of simple stone houses, surrounded by a low wall. Looks like there may be gardens inside, and there's a larger building kind of in the center of it.
Well, I don't think we'll
Well-
be stopping at the barracks for some reason, but
Yeah, they said there was some kind of like other place we could stay if we wanted to pay, right?
Yeah, they
Get a
did say
name
there was
for
an inn. Yeah. He did not tell you the name of it.
Well, I mean, it's an inn. I'm gonna go scope it out, see what we're dealing with. I mean, what better place to get the lowdown, the scuttlebutt, as they say,
Mhm.
on who might be around here.
See what the local delicacies are. It's on
Plus,
the menu.
offer my services such as they are.
Okay.
I
So,
will take our escorted individuals to the infirmary.
oh yeah, you still have all that old family and the baby and the halfling mother. I
Oh,
forgot all
yeah.
about them. Yeah, you got a full wagon full of people. Yeah, as you move all in, you move past the barracks. You move past this. Initially, you thought it was a garden. But as you kind of move along, it appears to be like a large map made of clay tablets and stones. It looks like a map of the region, kind of make out the coastline. But yeah, further on, you do see what looks to be the infirmary. Hanging above the door of the infirmary are two more of these tiles. And they look like that. Two triangles, one with some extra lines.
Okay. Slowly but surely, we'll have enough of these pieced together that maybe we can guess the language.
Yeah, we should look for repeated signs and stuff and see if we can derive meaning. It might take years, however.
Years.
Well, that was years for Steely Dan, so who knows how long it would take you, Waits. It could be like a couple
Well,
minutes.
even longer. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
Gotcha,
I mean,
Dan.
they could tell right from looking at me that I was a little slow to the draw.
But yeah, as you kind of clear around the area, you can see towards the right, towards the west. Of course, you can see what looks like the Druids' dwellings directly in front of you. You can see a building a little off the ways. You can see what looks like the inn further along, and then past that, you can see the cove and the little fishing village that's set up. Were you all going to take these people to the infirmary, or were some of you going to go this way and that way? What's going on?
Hey, let's take him to the infirmary first. That way we can
Get rid
them
of them.
tied it up and
Sure.
Get rid of them.
get rid of them.
Just humanely, get some gas or something like that, Be great.
We're not going to leave them in a ditch. Come on, man.
Yeah,
This time.
as you approach it, it's this longhouse situated right up against a grove of trees beyond it. Sitting outside is a fisherman. Looks like he has a hurt hand. There's an old woman, short of breath. And yeah, above the door are those two symbols that you saw.
All right.
So are these people just living in this town and not knowing the language that's written, but they know to
So
use
now,
these buildings as intended?
Or
and I will
maybe
say
they're-
the man and the woman you see, the man's human, woman's halfling.
I turned to Waits and Steely Dan. Like, is that how it is?
I mean, we can just ask him if they know, or if they were just told what they are and just happen to go along with it. Like what we're doing. I mean, they told us what they are and we're just going along with it.
So, do either of you two know how to read this, or is it just tradition that makes this the infirmary?
I mean, I sure can't read it.
No, I turned to them and I asked them that.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
What did you ask him, or were you asking
Uh,
someone?
Yeah, I turned to the one with the hand. I don't want
Yeah.
to make the one with the breath.
Yeah.
Fisherman there.
So do you two, just know how to read this? So is it that, it's just always been the infirmary and you just
Oh.
still use it as the infirmary?
Yeah, it's just it's the infirmary. It's just they told us it's the infirmary, and sure enough, it is. Yeah, I have no idea what their funny markings mean.
Do you know if anyone does?
Oh, they know what they mean.
Who is they?
The druids.
The Druids are here.
Yeah,
The Druids are the ones that run the infirmary.
yeah. You go
Ah.
inside. Rain and Soil's in there. She'll get you taken care of if you're injured. She patched
Rain
up
and
my
Soil.
hand. Yeah. She patched up my hand. I got it pretty bad cut on a fishing spear.
Oh,
Mm.
that sounds dreadful.
Yeah, she's a fantastic healer. She knows, all the regular types of healing. She's got some magical kind of healing to her as well.
Oh, wow. That's,
Well, thank
that's
you.
rare, isn't it?
What's wrong with your friend here? She seemed a bit out of breath.
Yeah, she's got breathing problems every now and then. Chest gets real tight, hard to breathe. Rain and Soil gave her medication. She should be okay here shortly. Had her breathe in all sorts of herbs and stuff and smoke and this and that.
Oak.
Smoke, burn some herbs, inhale it.
Gotcha. Okay. All right.
Alternative methods.
Mm-hmm.
She might
Sounds
be a
quite-
chiropractor. I don't know.
Sounds quite
snake oil
holistic.
sales folk.
Anyway, sorry, Huxley.
No, I was just saying, sounds quite holistic.
Yeah, she does good. Keeps me running in my old age.
We got some people that need some help. So
Rain and Soil's the one to talk to. She'll get you all fixed up.
Right then. Well, thanks for your time. Hey, y'all live here, by the way? This is just like, are you passing through?
No, I live here down at Fishing Village. Got a little boat.
Just out of curiosity, y'all seen any interesting travelers that come by recently? Large
Yeah.
groups.
There's a little group of dwarves staying over in the barracks. The leader of
kidding.
them's plenty friendly, but he's got that bodyguard. She scares me. She's intense.
You got a name for
Oh, it was Barney B, something with a B.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll take a look. Dwarf to dwarf, as they say. I mean, we don't actually say that, but whatever.
we say it today.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Well, thanks. Thanks for that.
Yeah.
Good day. Hope your breathing gets better there, young lady.
She gives a nod and still huffing and puffing.
Okay.
So yeah, if you escort your, friends, tag-alongs, into the infirmary, there's got a rotund elven woman. She's currently looking at a, young kid or something like that. It's got some scrapes on his knees. Talking to her, pretty sweetly, like, it's all right. You just don't be jumping off any more high places. You don't want to get hurt. And as you all come in, she's like, oh my gosh, I hope you all don't want me to see you all at once. There's an awful lot of you.
Oh, not all of us. No.
Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, go ahead and have a seat. I'll come around to y'all here in just a second. She finishes the boy and shoos him out. She walks up to the group of you. Okay. Where do you want me to start?
Well, you see, I lost my foot. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh,
Got like a salve or anything that lets it grow back?
no. It looks like that's a permanent thing for you.
I'm just
Oh.
being like,
Oh,
here for
okay.
That's how he lost it in the first place. Just pulling his own leg.
Oh, okay. There you go. Anyway, yeah, she sees your group that you got with you, and she starts tending. She looks at the baby first and starts putting ointments and whatnot on all the little rat bites. Well, I hate to do it to you, but we're a little tight on space. So those of you who aren't needing healing, unless there's something you need or want, I got to ask you to continue on.
What's the name of the inn in this place?
Oh, yeah. If you just head down towards the water, you'll find it. It's called the Three Black Snakes. Three Small Black Snakes.
I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Does it, those tablets that have those symbols in them, do they look like small black snakes? Are there three of them?
I can't talk to you about that.
First rule of Maha languages: we don't talk about Maha. I got you. I hear you.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
It's like I keep telling these people about the secret Maha language, is that it's secret. I can't, tell people what this stuff means, so I try to,
Yeah.
Good that you're staying on that. That's good.
Well, then forgive me for asking.
And as you're talking to this lady, you can see she's got symbols embroidered on her robe. Show it to y'all. She introduces like, I'm Rain and Soil. I'll take care of your friends, and when they're done, I'll send them on over to the barracks so you can find them there.
Well, thank you for your time. We'll go ahead and kind of continue our walkabout. It's a fine place.
Sounds good.
Oh. Get a lot of travelers here.
Yeah, come and go. I'm gonna guess you're probably with the other group of dwarves staying at the barracks.
Oh no, I am not. We are our own separate party.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
we have people come through every now and then. I mean, not a lot. We don't have much to offer here except for hospitality, pottery. Pretty good fishing village down there.
Yeah.
Oh, you're here if you
Well,
want to help support us, buy some pottery. We can always, put the coin towards good use.
Sure.
Buying some pottery.
Yeah, we that's one of our main sources of income here is Heaven's White Fire. He's real good at pottery, so we give him clay, he makes us pots, and he goes out and he sells them and brings back coin.
Well, you think I could have you make a mug or
Oh,
something?
he's got mugs. That's not a problem.
Well, I mean, I'd be willing to pay a little bit extra if it has my name on it.
I'll go talk to Heaven's White Fire, I'm sure. He'd
All
be
right.
happy to.
Yeah. I want to do that.
I can introduce you. Dan and I met him earlier. Seemed like a swell fella.
All right. Let's go do that.
All right.
But
Have a good day there. Rain and soil.
Yeah, let me make sure now that you've put me on. Yeah, rain and soil.
Rain and soil. Got it. Okay. Well, you have a good one there.
Yeah.
And,
All right.
Outside, I'll be like, gotta tell you, I'm kind of curious about this contingent of dwarves. We don't know nothing about them red runners yet, but
Got a
it's
little
twice
idea.
down.
Got a little idea.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I really want a mug with my name on it.
Okay. Yeah, we can do that. Sure.
Like, we should do this while I still got my idea.
Okay.
It's not gonna go away or nothing.
You're not going to let me forget.
No.
I mean, if you don't tell us what the idea is, I mean,
Oh, yeah. So we got to find a reason, and I look around to see if anyone's watching or listening.
Finnegan, turn around real quick, will you? Jeez, get out of here.
Hey, I'm not up to any trouble. Like, listen, I'm part of the group, friends. It's all good.
Finnegan's fine.
No, okay,
Yeah, you
never
move
mind.
away from the infirmary a little bit so you're out of earshot of the two people sitting out front. You seem to have a good amount of space to yourself. Don't really see anyone coming by at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, we got to find a reason for them to write something down.
I mean,
He
they got
doesn't-
writing all over them.
Well, yeah, but we got to find a reason for them to actively write something down. So I was thinking, we haven't put my name on a mug. And then when they go to write something down, we see if they have the inclination to put their hand on the right side or the left side of the piece of paper. Because whenever I go to write something, I always put it on the left side first, even if the language is right to left. And then I got to remind myself it's right to left. And then if we could figure that out, then we could at least know what order things are in. And then we'll know which one's rain and which one's soil. Because I got a feeling that what's on a robe is a name.
Sure.
So if
I'd
I go
say
and I
that.
say, hey, I want a mug with my name on it. And then he goes, okay, what is it? And he'll put it, even if he does it in my own language. I got to spell it out for you. It's HUXLEY. That's what I'm thinking. At least we can figure out if it's right or left or right. And then we'll
Okay,
know
well,
which one's rain and which one's soil.
The fellow was one of the ones that Dan and I spoke to out by the shore there. So
that was Cool Breeze.
Yeah, and Cool
Yeah, I
Breeze,
thought
like,
that was. Oh no, Heaven's Wi-Fi was the Potter. My bad. That's my fault.
wait, Cool Breeze knows the language, right?
I mean, they all do.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I think any of the ones who are wearing the symbol thingies probably know the language. Like
Hmm.
that
The elves.
half lady and that other fella didn't seem to know it. And they
The
don't have any
elves.
fancy. Yeah, I didn't really want to make it, spacious like that because
I know, but
I hear you.
I mean, they made it speeches like that. It's
they
not-
did it for us, unfortunately.
yeah.
I'm trying to rise above it.
Well, it's more than not because you're an elf and they didn't want to teach you. So
Oh, they did, but not, they said take time.
They said he was dumb.
They said I was dumb.
They took one look at him. They said that boy don't know nothing. I'm like, honestly, that's strange. That's one of the things he's good at is like lore and stuff like that. So
I don't know why they'd say that. You're talking.
I mean, I say dumb stuff all the time, though.
Fair enough.
Okay.
well, I mean, we could go ahead and split up a bit. I do want to take a look at that. I'm kind of curious about that barrack now that the doors are over there, and I do want to look at that inn, of course. So I think I'm gonna go head over to the doors if anybody wants to come with.
Well, I could catch right up. I mean, it's just dropping off my name.
Sure.
Sure.
I'm gonna get us a nice and by nice I mean at the very least a functional dormitory, someplace we could all take a nice nap.
Okay. So we're splitting the party 3 ways.
Alright.
Dan, Balari, you want to go somewhere else and we'll just go for all 5?
No.
Going to the
That's-
inn.
Going to Dan? Okay. What about you, Steely Dan?
I don't know who thinks I can help them in some way.
Me.
All right. Works for me.
Huxley and Steely Dan going to the pottery. Waits going to the barracks. And then Balari and Osborne heading to the inn. Let's take care of the pottery place first. So as you kind of head towards we'll call it towards the east from where you're at, the pottery, it's over there. Let's see. Oh my gosh. There it is. Okay. Above the pottery, as you approach, you see it does have these 2 signs setting above, hanging on pegs above the door.
Mm-hmm.
And as you move in, I mean, it smells like dirt, water, smells of clay. There's a burning smell, probably their kiln as they're firing these pieces. Let's find out. You see an elf working at a pottery wheel in the Druidic robes. Looks, he's got silver hair, kind of impressive figure. He's very, seen a lot of sun, so getting dark tan, plenty of wrinkles to him. On his robe, you do see the symbols. Those symbols on his robe.
Ooh,
As
he's
he kind
got-
of stops the wheel. Customers, come on in. What can I take care of you?
Oh, well, I was hoping that you could do me something like a special order. That way, because I'm always losing my cup and someone else is
Sure.
always taking it. I mean, Osborne, he just is always using my cup without me permission. And
Sure.
it's not that I mind drinking, after him, but, I just
You want
kinda
one of your
wanna-
own. I respect
I want to
that.
know it's mine. I'll
Yeah.
share with him, but I just
Yeah.
need to know it's mine. Yeah. So I was hoping you could do one with my name.
Oh, yeah, that's not a problem. What's your name?
Name's Huxley.
Huxley. Sure. Yeah, it'll take me a little bit. I got to get the mug.
Well,
yeah.
okay. I need you to write the next part down now. I mean,
Okay. He
'Cause
gets
it's-
up, kind of cleans his hand off in a basin of water, dries his hands off on the robe, walks over to a counter, gets a piece of parchment and a quill,
okay.
dunks it.
So it's H
He writes an H.
U, and then once I say the U, I kind of see which direction
Yeah, he starts right to left.
X
Yeah.
L
L
E
E
Y.
Y.
Okay, now the next part's really interesting. Okay.
All right.
So it's W
W
I,
I
2 L's, L L
L L
O
O
U
U
G
G
H or hey
H. Yeah.
Y.
Y.
So it's Willoughby.
Huxley Willoughby.
Yeah, I mean, if I just say Willoughby, most people, go like willow tree and a bee, and it's not how it's spelled. That's
Oh,
so I'm always correcting people,
okay. That's
Yeah.
good to know. Yeah,
Took me a
not a
while to
problem.
get it
I
right.
mean, you have to give me a day or two, and I'll have to get it made.
All right.
That's not a problem.
Well, how much is it?
Something like this, 5 silver.
So, all right. I'll go ahead and pay it up front.
Oh, that's fantastic. Thank you. He
Can
takes
we,
your coin.
get your name?
Heaven's White Fire.
Ah, nice. We've heard tell of your skills.
Oh,
Yeah, you
okay.
got 5 silver.
Do you not have the coin?
Hey, you got 5 silver.
Oh yeah.
Me buddy, he carries my money for me because I'm not very responsible with it.
Well, if you're not responsible with it, it's a good thing to have someone else hold on to it for you.
Yeah. And like Huxley has never taken any money from any of his
Oh,
stuff.
okay.
Yeah, he never takes it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he takes the coin. Yeah, stop by tomorrow. Early afternoon. Should be ready for you. Got another thing, handful of other things I got to fire up later this evening, so yours should be ready tomorrow.
All right.
Any preference on glaze color?
Yeah. Kind of an amber and black.
Okay, just amber and black kind of swirled on it.
Yeah, kind of,
Yeah, not a problem.
fire,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That way I make Osborne jealous,
Oh, all right. Yeah, well, he'll be jealous. This is going to be the best mug you ever laid eyes on.
Oh, thank you.
And if he steals it, we'll know he stole it because he doesn't have one cool like this.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else you're doing in the pottery? No.
No.
We're just
No,
here for what we already learned.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll tell you what. I'm gonna roll a 1 and 2, and that'll put us on weights 3 and 4. Bellari and Osborne. 3 and 4. Bellari and Osborne. Sorry, weights.
Gotta wait.
Yeah, you head down past the pottery where you see Huxley and Dan head off. And yeah, you see the inn. It's a very well nestled inn right next to the fishing village. You see the signs above the door of the inn. And let me go ahead and show that. And yeah, door, you can hear there's activity inside, smoke coming out of the chimney.
Well, darn.
Well, I'm gonna head on in, and I'm gonna request bath, haircut for Bob, laundry, lodgings, meal for me and Bob, and 4 ales.
Yeah, you head in. You can see it's a younger elf. Not wearing the robes. Like, yeah. Sure, not a problem. Let's see. So, room for you. Lodgings for Bob. I'm guessing that's your horse.
Yeah.
We got a stable out back. That's not a problem. Bob will get well fed. We'll feed you. We got your ales. We'll get a bath ran for you. I'll tell you what. All of that together, I'll give you a little discount. 7 silver.
All right, that works.
Right now, you're kind of looking around. You see a couple looks like fisher folk drinking, eating. You can see the elf back behind the counter, starting to get your ales ready. There's another elf, kind of dressed up in nice robes, sitting on the far end of the counter or the bar, sipping on some wine. I'll tell you what, I'm going to make you roll me a test here, though. Bellari, you're also in here as well, so
Yes.
you can roll as well. Let's take a look at our skills. Just give me. I'll tell you what. I'm going to want an insight test. Okay, you both did good. Yeah. As you're looking at this elf sipping at the end of it, all of a sudden recognition snaps in. This is Mergelin, the elf of the Red Runners that you talked to outside of the Eye of the Rose, who asked you all to get the ruby and return it to him, so that way the Red Runners didn't have to do their thing, which they did anyway. So this is the dude that you handed that ruby over to.
I will look at Bellari, and I will not acknowledge that elf.
Sure.
Bellari will follow that lead.
Okay. We got the setup. Anything you all want to do in here? So far, only Osborne's reserved a room.
Yeah, Bellari will let them know that we actually have a larger party, and so she'll secure rooms for the rest of the group.
Okay. Well, all of you together, 3 silver each, and that'll cover basic meals and lodging. If you want a bath, that's an extra silver. If you want ale, that'll cost some more too.
I'll throw in the money for the rooms.
I would take an ale, and what do you have on the menu for today?
Yeah. Right now we got fish stew. We got some halfway decent bread. And if you don't like that, we got a big old thing of shepherd's pie back there too.
You know, I've done a lot of cooking in my time, but I've never actually spent. It's been a very long time since I've spent time by the water. I wouldn't mind trying my hand back at some.
Fish stew?
Yeah.
Sure thing. It's good stuff. Fresh. Good. And they grow the vegetables here at the, all of Druids Day. So, hey, get you a nice big bowl of fresh stew with a keel of bread to go along with it. You get your ale set up. It's good stuff. A little on the salty side, but not so much that it's off-putting. So, what brings you all to town?
And I will kind of launch into the story of how I really avoided the water for a long time, kind of got caught in a shipwreck years ago, have spent a lot of time wandering around. It just seemed like time to get back. And, the water is a beautiful place, but when you go through an experience like that, you just take some time before you kind of want to go back again.
I can respect that. That's dark and scary down there at the bottom. Okay. Well,
Indeed it is.
here's your food.
I hear you're busy for visitors this week.
Yeah, well, not so much here. I heard there's a party of dwarves hanging out in the barracks, but
They don't have the money to pay you for your.
well, they come by for
lodging.
a meal every now and then, but they're staying in the barracks. Yeah,
Seem like friendly enough folks.
yeah. Well, the Barnell, he's pretty nice. That Master Snedra that he travels with, smart kid. Yeah. But that bodyguard of his, she scares the shit out of me.
That seems to be the common experience with her. Is she just
Yeah, she's intense. She's very scary. For a servant, she sure does like to bark out orders at the other two.
Are you sure she's the servant?
Well, that's how she was introduced.
Hmm.
You know, they've got their secrets. I'll let them keep them.
It's good for your line of work to
Yeah.
keep those secrets.
Does me good. Anyway, I'm going to get back to it. If you got any questions, my name's Healing Knife, and just give me a holler.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And you said he did not have any symbols on his robe.
No, he's wearing just regular, barkeep clothes, got an apron on, kind of greasy on the front. But yeah, none of the symbols, none of the Druidic robes that you've seen the others wearing.
Thank you much.
Okay.
I'm not going to drink the ales that I've just got, and I'm just going to keep an eye on the fellow we gave the ruby to, and just see what he's up to. Just
Okay.
make sure.
I'll tell you what, after a handful of minutes, he finishes his drink, gives a nod to Healing Knife. I'll be back around dinner time. If you could have a bath ready for me after that. And he turns around. Oh, and he does not recognize the two of you.
Well, I mean,
That's
she
wonderful.
does look different than she did
Yeah,
when
entirely
we last
different.
met. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
This is true.
And he heads on out. With that, let's kick over to Waits. Waits, you make your way down to the barracks. There's no symbols or anything over the barracks. But when you head in, you can see it's just this long hall filled with just rows of like bunk beds, like cots going along. There's a table at the end. You can see a couple people here and there sleeping in the beds. And at the end of the table, you see three dwarves sitting there. One of them's dressed real nice. Let me make sure. Looks noble. Really, really clean. Lots of frill. Lots of trim on him. You see a younger dwarf. A kind of short, even for a dwarf. Looks kind of scholarly. He's got these little glasses on him, going over books and notes. And then you see the bodyguard. She is muscle bound. Got this big axe resting next to her. Intense look in her eyes. She's got this chainmail armor on her, shield strapped to her back. She's sitting there just drinking out of like a water skin, while the other two kind of have small talk between them.
I will approach them, but I will do so respectfully.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, hello there. I'll tell you, other dwarven folk are sure a sight for sore eyes around here.
So the scholarly looking dude, he kind of looks up at you over his glasses and gives you a little nod. The bodyguard just scowls at you. While the dude in the fancy clothes like, well met, traveler. Join us at our table. It's been a long while since I've seen a
I'd be
similar
delighted. Thank
face.
you.
Yeah. Have a seat. We're just, waiting, I guess. My name's Burnell. I'm of the Watcher clan.
Watcher clan. All right.
It's good to meet you here. I'm sorry, I didn't even ask. What's your name?
My name's Waits. I am a dwarven minstrel of some renown, certain parts here and there, of course. Exploring the coast here, seeing what it has to offer. But I know what the Watcher clan is.
Yeah, they're a pretty big clan, like one of the most prestigious noble clans
Okay.
of dwarves. They're
Okay.
up there. They've got a lot of they won a lot of their clout, as the legends would tell it, by they're the ones responsible for slaying the ancient dragon Skarn.
Okay. So then I will, in a very butter up fashion, be like, well, I didn't realize I would be drinking with such fine nobility today, but I'll tell you, just fate smiled upon me.
This
It's
is
wonderful.
Well, I mean, I've heard of you before. I mean, it's the famous traveling minstrel. I mean, this is, but I got to tell you, I've heard of you even more recently. When we came into town, there's a strange elf fellow came up and asked if we were you.
An elf fella asked if you were
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, he's staying over at
That's interesting.
the inn. Mergolin, something like that.
Oh, well, how about that? Must be a fan, Click.
Must be. Usually them
Yeah.
elves, they don't got the right ear to truly appreciate good dwarven music, but
That's true.
how are we to stop
That is
them
true.
from enjoying something good in life?
Yeah, I hear you. That is just absolutely well said. What brings you to Malaysia?
Well, as you ask, the bodyguard kind of sets up a little straighter, scowl intensifies. The scholarly dude looks a little uncomfortable.
I'm sorry. I do not mean offense. I was
But-
just exchanging polite conversation.
Bernal's like,
Your
no,
business is your own.
It's fine. We don't mind telling you. Listen, you're good folk. We've heard of you. We know you. We trust you. Well, have you ever heard of the gift of the sea?
The gift of the sea.
Mm-hmm.
Have I heard of the gift of the sea? Could I do like
give me
a
a
lore
lore
check
test,
or something? All right. Let's see. I 2 successes.
So yeah, you'll be familiar that every now and then here in Pelagia, it's rumored that the gods who overlook the seas and the elves, they present the elves with gifts that wash ashore, and the druids here call them gifts of the sea. And what they'll do is they'll secure the gift in some sort of, protective measure or something like that as a form of test to see if there's anyone capable of claiming it, and if not, it becomes property of the druids. Well, we heard rumor, and I think it's a little more than just rumor, that there's an artifact. Now you have to excuse me. I don't want to share what it is. But
I understand.
an artifact that the elves here have gotten a hold of, and it is mine by rights. It is property of the Watcher clan.
No.
And they're not giving it over. Of course, we don't want to have bad relations with the elves here, but
Of course not.
we're here figuring out what we can do to get a hold of it. And I'll tell you what, if you'd be willing to help us, I'd be willing to pay a healthy sized fortune for your assistance in this.
Well, I'm going to have to disappoint you there. I will gladly help you, but I could not in good conscience take money from just helping a member of the Watcher clan just achieve that which is already theirs by right. It's just it would be my honor to help.
Oh, you are truly a giant among dwarves. All the stories hold up, friend. Well, I'll tell you what, you help us get it. Do you actively belong to a clan?
I don't know. I don't think I've ever.
I don't think it's ever anything we.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Maybe back in the, did they write something way
Yeah,
back when?
maybe
I
way
don't think
back
so.
when you were some small clan or something like that until you broke off to travel.
To be honest, my travels have left me a bit rootless. I'll say.
How does
I've,
help us out with this? How does Waits of the Watcher clan sound?
I tell you, that sounds like music to my ears.
We would be honored to have such a wonderful artist such as you join us. Just help us reclaim our, well, I guess now it's going to be part of your heritage as well. Help us reclaim the artifact that's in the gift of the sea. That's why I brought this one here. This is Master Snedra. He's a learned.
Pleasure.
Good to meet you, kind sir. We brought him along to see if we can help figure out what we need to do. We haven't had any luck figuring out it's some kind of puzzle or something like that. These damn elves, they never share any useful information.
You're very cryptic, they are. All these signs and symbols around here. Some sort of language that outsiders aren't supposed to learn.
Yeah, they don't come off of it. I've tried to grease many a palms around here, and I've talked my sweetest talk, and I've offered aid, food, anything I could think of to help them out, and they won't come off of it.
I do have an elf friend in my party, but who they said were willing to teach, but it was going to take a considerable period of time. Might be a way for us to accelerate that.
Maybe. I got to tell you, though, your friend's not going to be able to claim the artifact, though.
No, of course not. No, there's no way.
I'm just saying, if you all take this on and you go to get it, the druids, like even the simple act of him trying to, pretty much the one who's in charge here, his name's Cetri the Caller. He's a old crazy elf, lives up in the northern tower at the temple up there. That's where they're saying the gift of the sea is at. He is forbid any elf or elven kind from claiming the gift. So
that seems to be I think that seems to be contradictory towards the will of the gods. Who are they to say who the gods will to receive such gifts?
According to, I guess it's Creetry. According to Creetry, the gods speak to him through the wind. And this is a direct edict from the gods banning any elves or elven kin from claiming the gift.
How very convenient for them. Well, we'll find a way. I'm sure of that. And who is this other traveling companion you have? I hear a very impressive looking figure here.
Almost barks out at you with this intensity. Huge Fury.
Huge Fury. Yeah. Aptly named. I am sure. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Yeah. Just don't cause us any trouble. Stay out of our way if we mean it.
Oh, I have no intentions of causing trouble. I have only good intentions of aiding my brethren here.
Yeah, and Burnell's like, come now. He's friend. He's a member of the Watcher clan now. Don't worry about him. He's here to help us. You need to relax a little bit. We need to handle this situation delicately, Huge Fury. And I don't know how many times I've told you that. She just growls at him.
I understand the skepticism, paranoia. Up until just moments ago, you hadn't met me. I understand. I hope my actions over the coming days, hours or such, might earn your trust, Huge Fury, so that you and I might become friends.
She scowls at you.
Or just peaceful acquaintances. That's fine.
Barnell's well, yeah. I mean, we're staying here. I would love to get a bed at that inn, but I figured it's better to ingratiate ourselves to the druids here and stay in the lodging they've provided. I think that Mergelin fellow looking for you is staying at the inn, so I don't know
Well.
if you want to be found or not, but
It's yeah, always kind of an interesting predicament how much you want to engage with the fans,
yeah.
You never know quite where they're more on the, the sort of the obsessive variety. I
Yeah.
do have some traveling companions around here with me. I might try to round them up as well. They've been spreading out, getting the lay of the land, see if they've heard any information that might
Yeah.
help us in our newfound quest.
I would offer you some information, but sadly my conversations with Creaturey have been all for naught. I will tell you though, if you head into that auditorium they've got in that druid lodging area, there's an old lady there. Her name's Keldra. She seems to know a lot about what's going on and has pretty strong opinions about everything. Maybe you'd have better luck getting information out of her than we did.
Good tip. I will, in fact, do that.
All right. Well,
Well,
so we'll say the party joins back up. Judging by my math, it looks like we're at that 2-hour mark. So why don't we go ahead and we'll call it for now. And I'm going to go ahead and let me this so that everyone can freely navigate to it. And yeah, we'll pick up next session with continuing on the exploration of Pelagia.
This is fun with all the symbol puzzles.
Yeah, I warned the party that it was going to be a thinking hat kind of day. So
Yeah.
I'm trying to, as you all get symbols, I'm dropping them on the map so you can reference them later. Looks like I need to get you one for Heaven's White Fire or White Clouds. No, what was his name?
Heaven's White Fire. I thought it was.
Heaven's White
Yeah, Heaven's White
yeah.
Fire. And then I accidentally closed out the 3 small black snakes.
Yep, I'll add that as well, so that way you all can reference that for your own notes. And then it was 3 small above the inn. Update that.
Well, maybe I have to figure out some more names of some more buildings and more people if we get a
Okay,
chance.
so I think that's all. You got the stuff at the front gate. You saw Cool Breeze's name. Rain and Soil, the Infirmary, Heaven's White Fire, symbol above the pottery, and the symbol above the inn. Okay, we got a good start. Next session will be more talking, more figuring things out. You got a couple other names of people you can talk to. Creaturey the Caller up in the North Tower. Keldra over in the auditorium and kind of little druid village. I will say, as you kind of look around in this area, you can see there's trails and stairs, very, very steep, leading up to the top of every tower, and you can see there's these banners flapping above every tower. So if you want to visit those, there's a way up. You don't have to rely on Dan walking up a sheer cliff face. So yeah, let's do some XP. Where's that? End of session questions.
God, about XP.
Yeah. Did you participate? There's an XP. Did you travel through at least one hex that you had not visited before? Yes, you did, because I started you one hex back. Did you discover a new adventure site? I'm going to say, yeah, you made it to Pelagia. That's a definite yeah. Did you defeat one or more monsters?
Kind of, yes. Skeletons.
Yes. There's also the yeah, I guess it's aliens. Did you overcome a dangerous situation with aggressive or not thing? So yeah, I'll say if you want to take, I mean, 3 skeletons wanted to murder you and you converted them to friends and put them to rest. So yeah, I'll say
Yeah, we did make them die.
Yeah. Did you find treasure? Dan got some cool boots. You found a bunch of silver.
Ton of wine.
Yeah. Ton of wine. Oh yeah, a lot of wine. No stronghold functions. I don't think anyone activated a pride. And I don't really think Dark Secrets, as always, I need to do better at Dark Secrets. That's the part I always forget. Did anyone feel like they risked their lives for another PC? No, skeletons, you all handled that without anyone being at a lot of risk. And anyone think that they can take an extraordinary action? Point for that.
I mean,
I
tried
turned
to walk on a
down
ceiling?
a significant payday. I think that's
I would
pretty
take that.
extraordinary.
You would take
Yeah.
that. Not only did you do that, you did get officially invited to join the Watcher clan.
Yeah, that's pretty wild. Yeah.
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 All right. Reputation.
if I had
No, it
pulled
didn't.
off dancing on the ceiling, maybe I'd take it, but I
Maybe.
failed.
Maybe. All right. Well, I think that does.
Or other
good.
ceilings.
There's other ceilings to dance on. You will not disappoint Lionel. You'll get there eventually.
Maybe if Waits puts on a show at the tavern tonight, I
then
can
you
dance
can
on the
go.
ceiling then.
That might be
There
it.
you go.
That might be it.
That's good thinking, Dan.
All
Good
right. Let's do some plugs. Adam, I'll let you kick off.
Adam with Grim Perilous Studios, and you can check out our website to see what's new and what's going on. The latest thing on the website is that people who've joined our Patreon get access to a new monster called the Tumesian, and it's a three-headed fox that has snakes for hair. So
Maybe relative of Finnegan.
could be, yeah. So if you're interested in checking that out, you can sign up at the Cultist level, which is $5 a month. You'll get a monster every month.
There you go.
So-
That's where I'm signed up. You all should
Yeah.
do it too. Let's see. Jeff, Melissa?
Yeah. So in 3 hours, come check out on twitch.tv/the lollygaggers as we start up our Blades in the Dark run with our vice dealing witches. So we're drug
Ooh.
dealers, witches. It's good times. So watch us butcher that rule set.
There you go.
Then on Monday, we are back to Ultraviolet Grasslands. We can find out what they're going to do with the remains of the most brave and noble and loyal hero, Crackers. So come check it out. It's very, very fun. And next Friday, we are starting up part 3 of Impossible Landscapes for Delta Green. So we are getting back to it after a couple weeks off, and we'll see what happens as they got out of a crazy asylum.
There you go.
Yeah.
And for Defenders, well, let's say tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Central, you can catch Jeff and I over on Steam Steal and Murder as our buddy Bert runs us through some Shadowrun. Dan and I will be hanging out with Jeff and Melissa on Monday for some UVG. This Wednesday, 9 p.m. Central, we're going to be doing Pathfinder 2, Fallen Kingdom of Ruse. You can catch Jeff and Jake and Dan over there. They got some leads pointing to the giant complex of tunnels under the city. So it's giant dungeon crawl. It's going to be fun.
And fancy weapons.
And fancy. Oh, yeah. Not Waits. Puck got real naked. Got a real good magic weapon. So,
Very, very naked.
yeah.
Had they hit rock bottom?
Rock bottom.
Came back up.
Yeah, this coming Friday at 10 p.m. Central, we're doing another Pathfinder 2 campaign, The Heroes of Ruse, as they continue delving through a dungeon under a mausoleum in a graveyard. What else we got? Next Saturday, Goodman Games official, 9 p.m. Central, continuing Crypt of the Devilich. So we got, between all of us here, we've got your whole week filled up, and you're welcome. Yeah, that's all I got. So until we see you next time, start fires, do drugs, and go get your fucking vaccine. Deuces.